Hello and welcome back to another smashing episode of Nosensefornonsense. Today we're going to talk about the Game of Thrones Season 4 trailer release. Before I start this video, I must warn you that this video does contain spoilers from Season 1, 2, and 3 of Game of Thrones. And whatever I say about Season 4 in this video is only speculation, judging by what I saw in the trailer. So the other day, I was sitting in my couch, relaxing, looking at some really hot chicks in my magazine. And I got a phone call from a friend who said to me, "Hey man, have you heard?" And I was like, "No. What am I supposed to be aware of?" And he said to me, "The Game of Thrones Season 4 trailer has just been released." So I took off and flew to my computer to gaze at this masterpiece. First, I must tell you that I haven't read any of the books because I don't want to spoil the show for myself. And two, I love anything that is medieval or fantasy, so Game of Thrones completes me. So after watching the trailer for at least 5 times in a row, and I can already predict that Season 4 is going to be awesome, because many people said to me that Season 3 wasn't very good because many of the scenes felt useless, as if they were trying to gain time. But I see that as a good thing, because now they have lowered the bar, and after watching the trailer for Season 4, I can clearly see that things are going to happen, that the shit is going to hit the fan. You know this from the beginning of the trailer when King Joffrey says, "But I won the war," and the Kingslayer replies to him, "The war isn't over." Yeah, and Jaime Lannister cut his hair. He looks more serious now, without his Prince Charming look, after getting a taste of the real world and real life problems, which suck, by the way. Plus, what's going on with Tyrion? You see him in the trailer get arrested and thrown in jail, supposedly in King's Landing. Now remember what happened to the last person who was locked up there. And if they dare to cut his head off, I will sue HBO for murder of an awesome fictional character. They've already killed one of my favorites, for Pete's sake. Nevertheless, HBO kicks ass anyways. Next, you get a glimpse of the royal wedding between King Joffrey and Lady Margaery. Oh, Jack Gleeson, you lucky shit. I should be the one marrying Lady Margaery because she is hot. What? I can be a king too, you know, and that's what Game of Thrones does. It's a double-edged sword. At one stage, it gives you so much satisfaction, and then the other stage, it plays with your emotions with no mercy. And it will probably be the last wedding we see, because Jaime is back, and I doubt that he'll let Cersei marry Marjorie's brother, even though Cersei doesn't want to marry him. But I could be wrong about this, since this is all speculation. But the trailer also tells me that there will be more fight sequences, which I think lacked in Season 3. We'll see Prince Oberyn Martell, who is supposed to be a real badass with his spear. Plus Jon Snow, the man who wants to be a hero, will do battle against the bloody wildlings and take that leadership role and succeed, because we want to see him succeed, because Jon Snow is the most nobilistic character in the show in my eyes. And Sir Alison Thorne is back. Where the hell has he been this whole time? And we'll probably see an interesting relationship between him and Jon Snow, negatively or positively. Lastly, I want to talk about the first thing you see in the trailer is the big ass shadow of a dragon flying over King's Landing. Now that must be some sort of dream, because it's too early for the dragons to be so big. And I'm also afraid that Daenerys will push her attack on Westeros too early, because she seems to be getting impatient, because in Season 3 she said that her dragons were not growing fast enough, and in the trailer she also said that they will either live in my new world or die in the old one. Spoken like a true warlord. I do believe that her impatience will get the better of her. I think that is her biggest weakness. So listeners, after my uber geek analysis, I can say that Season 4 will not only be the best season, but Season 4 will be godlike.
Just as I suspected. Heavy metal.
So listeners, do you watch Game of Thrones? Is the wait for the release of Season 4 eating you up inside? And who is your favorite character, dead or alive? So listeners, thank you for listening. So until next time, keep it nonsensical.